A quick message to the person working on behalf of YouTube who's probably about to age restrict this video. I hope you fall down a well. Well, good evening guys and girls, I hope you're all doing bloody well. My name's Mikey and welcome along to another episode of Draw with Mikey, episode 130. Yes, hello there you lovely guys. Whilst you are listening to this video, I am probably physically in, or if not flying directly towards Japan. I'm going to be out there for basically a week, just a really short period of time to get some filming done, just as a test run for the Mikey on Tour YouTube channel, more about that in the future, just to see if I like doing that sort of thing or if maybe it's not for me, but you never know until you try. So guys, remember there won't be a DWM episode next week and there won't be anything out this weekend, but thank you so much for your patience. And actually guys, I wasn't planning on even doing a Draw with Mikey episode to go live for today. Thank you so much for joining in. But I'm actually pretty pissed off at YouTube right now, so I decided to go ahead and make this video. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But if you guys are new, do not worry. This is not normally a rambling, complaining series, although I'm going to be honest, I do quite like to moan. This is actually my opportunity to catch up with you delicious people, the viewers, by reading through the comment section below. So if you've got anything to ask me, thoughts, opinion, feedback, get yourself in the comment section below, and with any luck, I'll be reading it for week after next times around. Also guys, if you're sitting down to get an hour of artwork or homework or anything else, any other projects done in the background, can you hear that? I strongly recommend you get yourself a delicious cup of tea and or coffee. Let's give this a sip. So guys, I'm recording this episode very late at night because obviously I've got to get packing and stuff like that. Oh my god, I still haven't booked hotels and I'm literally about to leave. Damn it. Okay, I really need to sort that out. But basically guys, because obviously I've got to just pop away, I wasn't planning on doing this DWM. However, and by the way guys, do not worry, I'm about to read your comments as well. However, the last fan art video I did up was for, what's the ninja's name from its Kimetsu no Yaiba's Kocho Shinobu, or Shinobu Kochou? I may not be saying that correctly. Anyway, it's a butterfly demonslayer fan art that we did, and it's certainly spicy, but it is like, it's nothing unusual compared to what I make, so to speak. So it's just her there, and she's slightly lifting up her shirt, and you do get a absolute eyeful of underboob. However, a lot of my videos get demonetized anyway, and I'm very much used to it because, yeah, I do spicy fan art, I get it, that's not really an issue. However, on YouTube, what happens is whenever you get a video demonetized, you can request a manual review. It's often worth doing because someone might come along, just like my Jaina Proudmore got demonetized. Someone manually came along when I requested it, and they said, nah, this is fine, and they turned the adverts back on. Brilliant. So I put a request in with this one, and instead, someone came along, and it was a bit like with the Tatsumaki fan art. It's basically that situation again. Someone working for YouTube came along, and not only did they leave the demonetization on, they flagged the video, manually age restricted it, and that kills it. So it means YouTube will no longer suggest that video to anyone. Only if you look for it, or you come to my channel, or you've got my oh, by the way guys, have the bell notification turned on and make sure you're subscribed, because that is literally mostly the way that you're going to see my content, the way that YouTube's kind of acting up at the moment. Only if you're actually like asking YouTube to keep you in the loop of what I do, because they will not suggest it. Anyway, basically they just killed that video. It like just stops it from getting promoted. And I was just like, dude, you didn't have to go ahead and like absolutely age restrict it. And then they manually removed the thumbnail as well. And I was just like, that's just a kick in the teeth, guys. Come on, bruv. So I personally just put the thumbnail back up because there's nothing stopping me doing that. But oh my god, YouTube, you are killing me. So let me just take this moment to say, guys, I bloody love my patrons on Patreon. I'm going to do a quick shout out now. At the end, we're still going to have the names come up. But I just want to say an extra big shout out to Repair1997, Breton F, Anthony C, Michael P, Ethanim, 1010, Hamongchi L, Akumu Arts, Jamie, Melissa, Zahaki, and Brendan J. Some of these guys are my highest tier patrons on Patreon. There's actually over 1,000 of you as of today, and nothing lasts forever. Some of them might drop off. I get that, that's fine. But guys, thank you so much to each and every one of my patrons, past, present, or future. It doesn't matter if you joined for a bit and stopped. Equally amongst all of you, so I just want to say thank you, because it really just hits home that, like, Patreon is the only way I'm able to still make YouTube videos, because YouTube has just been demonetizing all my shit recently. Now, okay, a very smart, guys, I'm about to read your comments, I promise. Now, a very normal and intelligent person would go, okay, that was too spicy for YouTube. I get it. That's fine. What I'll do is I'll do something that's less spicy, a little bit less risky, and then I can get adverts playing on my videos and I can make an income again, and that's absolutely fine. However, I will very much cut my nose off to spite my face. Like, I'm a very moody guy, and I will not allow a company's policies to affect my personal decision-making process, okay? I'm not going to let YouTube affect my behavior just because it's going to kill a video. So if they didn't like the Shinobu fan art piece, well, screw you guys, have twice more. I sat down, I wasn't going to do a DWM, I was going to pack my bags, but instead I sat down and I started just drawing her again, because God damn it, YouTube, you really get under my skin sometimes. So anyway, guys, that's why we have more of this now. Okay, let's get to the point. Guys, last week I did actually ask you for who are the best monster girls and monster waifus. And I do still plan to use this for a future DWM where we're actually going to draw some more of these monstrous ladies. It will be kind of, early November once I'm back in the country. And I was probably going to be planning to do that for the next DWM, but obviously it's got hijacked because of my outrage. And whenever I get angry, I start drawing really spicy again. So that's what you've got going on in the background. It's me doing some Kocho Shinobu fan arts. I'm pretty sure I accidentally leave a webcam on, so for a lot of it you've probably got footage of my blinds and my radiator or something like that. Insight behind the mask. But other than that, guys, how are you guys doing? What are you working on? What are your art projects and what is happening? So, I'll read through the comments, see what monstrous suggestions you guys have given me, but my question for you this week, you lovely delicious individuals, since I'm going away doing some IRL travelling, which is super rare, guys, I know this isn't a great question for a lot of artistic shut-in types like myself, but guys, what was your favourite holiday? Was it a childhood memory? Was it somewhere you went recently? And do you have a particular recommendation for that area? So maybe you guys went to Malta and there's a particular beach which really blew your mind away. Maybe you went to a particular destination in Thailand and it turned out to be absolutely horrible and you recommend that I don't go there. Guys, share with me your travelling knowledge whilst I try to turn myself into a travelling type person. I would really appreciate it. Get yourself in the comment section and let me know. But of course, do not hesitate to tell me about Monster Girls and any other things. Any talk of Helsing is also greatly appreciated. We've been talking a lot about Ceres Victoria outside of DWMs recently as well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for bearing with that little rant. Just another one where I just think, oh, God damn it, YouTube. Come on, man. I make videos despite you, not because of you. Anyway, so sorry. Mediocre modelling. So let me sip some tea. Let's be cool. Okay, guys, welcome to the Zen. Okay, guys, welcome on in. This is Zen time. It's a pleasure having you guys, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. Mediocre Modelling says, I couldn't draw at all before watching Mikey. A few months in, I can draw a square. Good progress. I love your videos, Mikey. Mediocre Modelling, I'm so glad that you've reached the status of square, good sir. Next up are triangles, and then we're going to get a bit difficult, and I want to see some circles from you. Thank you so much. I Love Lollies says, there's a girl from the anime Interview with Monster Girls. She's a Dull Hallen or something. Okay, so obviously I'm asking you guys for those Monster Girl suggestions. Let me just get my notepad file up. A Dull Hallen. I'm going to be honest, I've never heard of a Dull Hallen. I know what like a centaur is. I don't know what a Dull Hallen is. I'm going to go straight to Google. Is this going to get the FBI around my house? A Dull Hallen. Oh, it's a headless horseman. Oh, it's like an Irish mythological headless. Oh, a Dullahan. A Dullahan, okay, is a type of fae originating from Irish folklore. This sinister being appears as a man or woman riding upon a black horse, but the rider has no head upon their shoulders. Okay, wow, there's a Dullahan character. Dude, thank you so much. Salt Bunny says, watches Mikey. I feel like drawing a fluffy puppy. Oh, I'm so pleased. Draw something that reaches out to your heart. Guys, pick up that pencil. Get onto that sketch pad. It's never too late. Contingent EXE says, attaching the torso to the hips has always been an issue for some reason. I make the waist too long or too short without the muscles between them. Some people love my art, but I can't get over the small issue. Yeah, contingent.exe. I do actually have a tutorial about drawing hips and waist in particular. And it really is just kind of getting really comfortable about the rib cage, torso, egg shape, and then the kind of elliptical hips shape as well, because part of those hips are kind of solid, at a bit where the bone kind of pops out, and the rest of it's kind of fleshy and malleable. Understanding that relationship between the two is kind of key. Serenity Novak says, Mikey, take a good sip of your lovely drink. Sips tea. Oh, I will also sip tea. Everyone else, sip some sort of beverage that has a flavour of some kind. Me slurps water loudly from my water bottle. Sorry guys, you didn't deserve that. Serenity Novak, enjoy your water. Everybody else, I hope you're sipping some tea or other beverages. Da5 says, how can you forget about cat girls? Elon Musk has a team on it. Oh my god, cat girls of course. Okay, Dohallen, Dullahoon, cat girls. Sage Fowler says, Slan from Berserk. And Kiss Shot Acriola Orion, Heart Under Blade. Wait, what? From the Monogatari series are the ultimate monster babes. They also seem like they'd be extremely fun to draw. Sage, thank you so much. Slan from Berserk. Oh my god, which one's that? Is that one of the gods from the God Hand? Is that the one that's basically Slanesh? Let me just have a control C. Guys, did Warhammer steal Slanesh from Berserk? Or vice versa? Yeah. Okay, we need to do some Slan fan art. Absolutely, I'm definitely down for that sometime. All the rest I do not recognise, so I'm going to take your whole comment, Sage Fowler, thank you very much, and save that. And Tekano Takamoto says, me when I open a window of a house. But in anime. Wait, what? Oh, do you mean because of all of the butterflies in the last thing? Or all of the torsos? I have no idea. Tom Ivy SFM guy says, the third girl looks like she has pie-cut eyes. Oh yeah, indeed. From time to time, when I want to draw different types of eyes, because there's so many different ways you can depict eyes, equally, I try to draw different types of reflected light in the eyes and so on. But those pie eyes are definitely the old school Mickey and Felix the Cat animation styles. And I'm pretty sure there was some kind of rule, like the pie shape wasn't necessarily just showing a reflection, but it was an arrow pointing into the eye, but it was supposed to also dictate the direction that the eye was looking in. I'm not sure how true that was, but very interesting stuff. Sexy Wii U, pleasure to have you back, says ReZero and Made in Abyss are some anime that I can recommend. Oh, thank you very much. Guys, yeah, it doesn't matter what we're talking about in any episode of DWM, guys. It's just me reading your comments, having a ramble and catching up with you guys, touching bases. But if you can ever recommend a good anime or anything else, I am down, because Kimetsu no Yaiba is out. I'm still watching my way through JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2 Battle Tendency. I'll just do a couple episodes of Stardust Crusaders. I've seen it before. And then we'll dive into Part 3 or 4. Oh god, maybe I should download a load of episodes to my phone before I go travelling. That's a good idea. Uzi says, Mikey, may I suggest drawing a very voluptuous slime girl? You may indeed. They come in all sorts of colours, shapes and sizes and always hungry for more. Ooh. Yeah, I'm down. We've done a slime girl before, just for a casual live stream episode, and I think I did use a footage in a much earlier DWM. Have a look back, but we will do her again. I'm down. Well, another one. And they come in loads of different colours, right? For different levels of poison and caustic burning. I think there might be rules to slime girls. Tony says, hey Mikey, for indie games I'd recommend Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. You would love the main character Miriam. Tony, thank you so much. Again, guys, we are playing for video games. Oh, guys, I am playing. So, thank you so much for your scary video game suggestions, guys. I really do appreciate it. I did take it to heart and take it on board. I recently played and completed Limbo. That was very atmospheric and kind of let you kind of project your own narrative to the story, although it vaguely seems to be something like a guy's sister is in the land of Limbo, a dangerous place, and he's kind of died to go and protect her and be with her. So it's very interesting. There's no spoilers there, because the game is not a story game, it's an experience game. But we're also now currently playing Soma. Oh my god, Soma is raising so many interesting ethical questions. Right, guys, you know the Matrix? Basically, the people in the Matrix are still people, right? Even though their brain patterns and their consciousness are basically uploaded into a virtual environment. So, are you still a person if you upload into that situation, but your physical body is no longer part of the equation? I'm not saying Matrix rules, because obviously, you know, if you die in real life, you die in the game sort of situation. But like, if you are all of that consciousness, but your body dies, but you're still alive in a Matrix or a simulation like that, are you still human? Do you still have human rights? Soma is a very interesting game. I'm not going to lie, it's also a fucking terrifying game. It is a horror game, and it's really creeping me out. So, you know, come join us live on Twitch if you're ever interested in that sort of thing. Oh, and we did the tablet giveaway. We had a really good live stream on Twitch, guys. There was like, I think there's about 480 to 500 of you guys hanging out with us for that live stream, which is absolutely incredible. We had a lot of fun. We will be doing more tablet giveaways live on Twitch and other places. Don't you worry, it'll also be here on YouTube in the future, because my cupboard is kind of overflowing of tablets. It overflows, and I need to clear some space. So thank you very much for the indie recommendation. I am actually just going to give it a really quick Google as well. Sounds kind of dark. Oh, it looks kind of anime. Images. Anime and dark 2D side-scroller. Ooh. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, it's 3D 2D. It's a 3D side-scroller. Is that a thing? I think I understand. Levy Spevy says, I've been having a lot of difficulties with social medias. Not liking them as a whole, but posting stuff on it is tough to get into. Yeah, Levi, that took me a while. I've got a second Instagram now for Mikey on Tour, which is more of an IRL one. And basically, I can just about get my head around putting some of my art on Instagram. I'm supposed to be putting all of my roughs and my ideas on there and posting regularly, but I'm very much the same dude. It doesn't actually come naturally to me. I'm trying to force myself to be a social media person. But really, like, I'm definitely the kind of guy who just keeps himself to himself and lives his life if I wasn't doing the kind of work I'm doing right now. So, dude, I do actually feel you, especially my IRL one. I'm just like, I don't want to keep sharing random shit, but we must do these things for the future. So good luck with that. But yeah, I fucking despise Facebook as well. I'm so sorry, guys. Mikale Tendane says, Herb Webtoon's going animated. Webtoon? Webtoon is... Wait, Herd Webtoon. Wait. Is Herd... Wait, are you saying I've heard of something? Or are you telling me that Herd Webtoon is an actual thing? I'm just going to Google that as well. Nerd Herd Webtoon and Herd Instinct. Ooh, okay. I'm going to come back to that as well in a little bit. Oh my god, I've just lost a tab with you guys. Okay, back, here we go. Equested Aventus Ocoscus says, Mia from Monster Mizume. Everyday life of monster girls would be a good choice. I haven't read the manga, but I have seen some of the fan art and the original character fandom. Thank you very much, dude. Control C, that's got 19 likes. Okay, great. And Vika S says, I want to recommend a horror anime since it's spooky season. It's called Corpse Party. I think it's a game too, but I'm not sure. I'm not into horror at all, but for some reason I went through and watched it and ended up having me shock. I absolutely love you rambling about anime and everything in the background whilst I draw. Oh, thank you very much. Currently I'm drawing Rui from Demon Slayer, and I'm trying not to ruin it by laughing at what you say. Oh my goodness, Vika S. Good luck to you, good sir. Madam, so basically... Yes, okay, Corpse Party, thank you. Guys, I watched something a very, very long time ago. I want to say it's called Shiki, and it's about a load of vampires that kind of move into a town or something along these lines. And as you follow the anime, like, it's fucking creepy, and the vampire situation's messed up. And there's this, like, really annoying one of the main characters, like, no spoilers, by the way, but one of the main characters is really annoying as well. But then she kind of goes, you know, down to V-Town as well. And that's not, I'm not saying she's a lesbian, I'm saying she's a vampire. And basically, like, it kind of shifts and you start to see a bit more from her perspective instead of the outside creepy perspective. And then it starts to shift a bit more where you're kind of actually, halfway through the anime, you're kind of mostly seeing it through the eyes of the vampires, and then the townsfolk become like super dangerous and creepy. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure if I'm saying it's a great anime, but it had this shift in narrative focus that really just kind of kept it curious towards the end. Anyway, James Dean says, Monster Girl waifus, I really like Mako, who's a shark girl from Monster Girl Island, which is a naughty game. Well, I'll have to Google that for research purposes. Oh my god, guys! Quick side note. Obviously, you never know if it's going to work out, but I got approached by, so I said this happened years ago, and if it ever happened again, I would do it. I got approached by a hentai video game company who wanted to know if I wanted to make a promotional video. And I'm bloody well going to do it. Like, so watch this space in the future. Before YouTube demonetized, age restricted that last video, I was just like, nah, we'll keep it clean. And since then, I was just like, screw you. Yeah, I'm gonna promote hentai. I'm totally down with that now. We just have to accept these things. But basically, yeah, I got approached ages ago, and I was just like, no, I don't really think that's appropriate for my audience. I'm mostly just doing beginner drawing tutorials. And then over the years, like, now I've got a mortgage to pay and things are getting spicier and I'm more chilled out about doing it. I'm just like, heck yeah. So guys, possibly watch this space. Let's see if we can make something work. Anyway, so Monster Girl Island. Well, yes, I just have to research that for research purposes. That's absolutely fine. Thank you very much. Moochie Chi says, when are you a JoJo fan? Oh, when you're a JoJo fan and you hear the intro, me. Is that a JoJo reference? Yes, of course it is, good sir. Is this a JoJo? No, it was me, Dio. Somebody whose name's in Cyrillic, which I can't read, says, Anohana, Monogatari, Shibu is La Pochka, who is the best monster girl, or Sound Euphonium, I guess, for true people of cultures. Oh my god, that sounds like it's really busty and booby. Thank you very much for the suggestions. Further stuff to investigate. Shinobu is La Pocha. I'm going to just pop this into Google and hope, again, this doesn't get me in trouble with the law. Images. Oh, maybe Lapochka's just a word, and it's Shinobu. Oh, she's blonde and curious, and she's got fangs. Well. Guys, I'm so glad I asked you the right kind of questions in life. We're going to come back to that. Back to your comments, however. Black Flame says, Demon girls. I have this obsession with drawing demon girls. The wings, the devilish tail. It never gets old. Black Flame, fantastic. We'll add some demon girls to the list as well. I know obviously it was kind of, monsters are kind of an October thing, but you know what, I'm not going to wait till October next year. We're going to start drawing some interesting characters. Himitsugawa says, I'm not sure about monster girls, only if slime girls for me are preferred. They're accounted, very acceptable. But I do really love mecha girls and android girls. I have no experience there. Actually, no, wait. I once did a fan art of Sora no Toshimono. That's a blast from the past. Do you remember that? The girl who looks after the watermelon, who's like a Valkyrie cyborg. I really need to go back to that and do some fan art. That's old school. I need to go back and do some fan arts. I quite like that. I thought that was relatively entertaining as things go. Anyway, so sorry, I've sidetracked. And the reason for choosing slime girls for me is simple enough. You can see all the action inside her. Oh no, that's too much! Mitsugawa, you just crossed the line between it's alright to be spicy and that was just that invokes too much visual imagery. I feel dirty now. That being said, copy, paste for later. Thanks guys, it's always a pleasure reading through the comment section in this series. Orange Dark Gears says, it's really hard to see the uncle who grew dirty at the first opening. It's really hard to see the uncle who grew dirty at the first opening. What are you saying? What is that a reference to? I have no idea. And Spam Hand says, the review bombed game was called Devotion by Red Candle Games. Oh my god, yeah, I was talking about how, because obviously I've asked you guys recently about scary game suggestions, and don't be shy if you know something, but yeah, Devotion got killed, which is an absolute shame. Went the same way as the Silent Hill PT trailer as well. That is a shame. They're an indie game studio based in Taiwan. The Xi Jinping Easter egg in the game files is what got it review bombed by the Tencent army. It also got their first game review bombed as well, which is Detention. Detention, I think you can still play. I might have to have a look at that. So, following last week's DWM, when you guys were talking with me about this, I did actually Google up the vibe for Devotion to see if they were ever going to re-release it, and they let out a statement apparently a while ago saying they had no plans to re-release it now anytime soon. Fuck man, that's such a shame, because I watched another video game streamer called Lena Lazar play bits of it a while back, and it looked so good, so creepy, and it had like all of the kind of, because horror games are horror games, but psychological horror games are even better. And if you can add in a concept of either mental illness or like just weird family guilt from shit that's gone on, which that game seemed to be full of, then it really gets under your skin, and I really want to play it. But hey, we've got to let these things go. God damn it, China, would you just fucking relax for 5 fucking minutes and just let people express themselves? No, it's got to go past the state. Anyway, I'm not hating. No, I'm not hating at all, because remember, I do probably want to visit China one day, and I don't want to get disappeared off into a gulag. When you take a sip and it sounds like milk, daisuke uchiha. That was a sound of delicious Yorkshire tea, thank you very much. Oh my god, there's a Yorkshire tea that you can get. Somebody put me onto this. Oh, my mate Todge. There's a Yorkshire tea that you can get, which has the taste of biscuits in it. And that might be absolutely delicious, or it's just like the kind of tea when you dunk your biscuit for too long and then you lose consistency and 1/3 drops to the bottom of the mug. That's a sad time for anybody. AG Cinematics says, oh my goodness, what pen is that? It's so satisfying. Oh, AG Cinematics, you're not aware, but that's actually a take a sip keyword from way back in the day of DWMs. Hashtag hardcore crew, hashtag who remembers the early days, hashtag Mikey forever. Let me sip this. Guys, the moment I come back from Japan, we need to start doing merchandise in time for Christmas. So I will be launching prints of my artwork, unsurprisingly, not of my, full body nudes or anything. And I will be doing clothing merch. I don't know if it'll be Redbubble or one of those websites, but we're going to design some stuff. We're going to make it quick, sharp. And that's going to start that mega line. So guys, it's exciting times. Anyway, that was just me remembering that I've got things to do. As well as, hashtag stuff. Ethan Dragon says, I want to be a professional, but all of the tutorials are either too hard at the moment or too easy, and you can do it perfectly. Like, you have to have logic behind all of your sayings, like Bob Ross. Yeah, so there's a lot of simplified... I mean, I do very basic beginner tutorials as well. My job is just to get you into drawing, and then there's people like Proco and other incredible talents who will kind of really get into the nitty-gritty with you, but Psycho as well, I guess, but... I know what you mean. There's like, sometimes it's hard to find the middle ground that hits your own personal level of study ability. And that's kind of where actually studying courses and taking lessons and, signing up for stuff with actual teachers through a process, although you won't always necessarily be doing exactly the kind of work that you want to reach in life, that will kind of work with you to make sure you've got stuff covered and build you up to a set kind of level without any particular gaps in a good course, that is, in between. Whereas studying by yourself through loads of YouTube tutorials and other methods and books and stuff is kind of my method of going, because I think it's really good. But you have to search for the right kind of lesson for you. No one's serving it up on a plate. That's a very good point. Red says, nothing like watching my favourite hentai artist. Red, I'm not a hentai artist! Come on, we can't keep saying that. Spicy fan art, but I'm always safe for work. If you have a look at my Instagram, there's no nipples or boobs. Same on Twitter. It's always safe, except for Patreon. However, that's Patreon, right? But in a very general sense, no, come on, bruv. Don't tar me with that brush. Nothing against hentai artists at all, obviously. Sydney Otaku says, Sue from Monster Musume, best monster waifu. Also, The Promised Neverland is so good. Also, can you do a boob tutorial on bras versus no bra? Yes, I can, Sydney Otaku. Yes, I can. And I'm copying all of that suggestion. Thank you very much. Sue from Monster Musume. Oh, I'm going to have a look. Oh my god, I've just clicked on excuse me. This is me clicking back onto the video. I accidentally just clicked your name instead of your comment. And now that's just made me go in and out of the video. So now I've just got to scroll back down. And got you. Okay. Sue, let's do this a bit better. From Monster Musume. I'm just going to go into another Google search really quickly. Please don't be a spider. Please don't be the spider. Oh, she's a slime girl as well. Fantastic. Good to know. Greens and yellows. Okay. Gus Schoenmaker says, spooky games, flicks glasses. Spooky House of Jump Scares. Spooky's House of Jump Scares. I think people were mentioning this last time. It sounds like an almost joke name, but I'm down. And Pidgeymon says, yo, Mikey, when are you coming to Tokyo? The weather's just starting to get decent. Pidgeymon! Right now, bruv, right now. I'm really glad to hear that, dude, as well. Fantastic. The Twizzler says there are 2 Clone Wars series, a cartoon one and a CGI one. The Cartoon Network Samurai Jack one is kick-ass. Yes, it is. And, okay, they did follow up. So the Clone Wars, the CGI one, apparently they kept working on it. But like I said last week, doesn't interest me. The Cartoon Network style Clone Wars cartoon though is absolutely great viewing. Opal Spring says, Nagas in general tend to be my favourite type of monster. You could go with a Minotaur or a Cerberus. I would also suggest checking into Monster Girl Academy. Edit. I would also like you to suggest a good creepy anime if you haven't seen it called Shiki. Oh my god! Guys, I swear sometimes you and me, all of you lovely people listening and commenting, sometimes we are simpatico, you know what I mean? Yeah, Shiki's the one I was just talking about. Opal Spring, get yourself a can of Coke, I'm really pleased. Rooster Mained says, damn it, Mikey, you know how hard it is for amateurs to draw along when the canvas is upside down and heavily skewed? Great listening to you whilst I practice, though. Oh, Rooster Mained, keep up the good work and love the new intro. Oh, thank you so much, dude. Welcome. So I'll tell you what that is, guys. Normally when I'm working in a sketchbook, I just have a webcam hanging over the desk, much like in the tutorial format. It's very plain and it's very front on. And literally for no other reason than trying it out, I thought I'd just mix it up a bit. So instead I've been recording recently in my sketchbook with my Canon G7X Mark II camera. It's not like a big DSLR or anything, it's a really little guy. It's what I use for all my vlogs. But I've just had that at kind of different angles on the desk, because there isn't a way to set it up so that it faces straight down because it's too heavy. Excuse me, having a burp words. So yeah, just giving you different angles, different views into my sketchbook, just to make it slightly more visually interesting. But if you want me to go top down again and just leave it on the full page the entire time, yeah, we can do that. I've got nothing against it. Lewis Jayers says the intro always makes me sad because it has the governor in it. Rest in peace, the governor. Ah, Lewis. Yeah, okay. Press F's in chat for, please don't, you'll just spam my next episode. But yeah. So guys, I'm using a 1 litre black mug in white text called Big Boss. This is one of my Horcruxes, and it holds a lot of tea and coffee. However, this is not the original mug. The original mug was the Governor mug, which I had for a very long time, which looked almost identical. But unfortunately it broke. I broke the handle in 2 different places and I couldn't use it anymore. So yeah, we said goodbye to that one. That's a shame. Harry Potter's coming after me. Excelsior says Keijo is actually pretty good in its own way. It's relaxing and hilarious, and the visual effects in battles are really nice. Do I watch Keijo? I don't know. I mean, I'm control seeing and control pasting your comment just in case I get in the mood. Someone's already got the gift card, who's someone whose name's in Korean. Annyeong, sumnida, jalchije. Yeah, dude. Guys, if you're listening this far and you're not aware, I'm actually coming up towards the end of them. Guys, to celebrate 500,000 subscribers, I bought $500 worth of gift cards. It's about all I could afford. And I've just split them all up. So I got a whole load of $10 gift cards. And I've been sneaking them into most of my videos recently. I'm on my last set of 10 gift cards. But in this video, it might have already happened. It might be yet to happen. At some point, I flash up super quickly a $10 gift card. And if you see it, get yourself straight in there, copy that gift card code, put it into your Amazon account, but you got to be quick, you got to catch them. So they are just randomly floating around in the videos. But yeah, no, guys, thank you so much for helping me hit 500,000. I still have not done a 500,000 thank you video just because I'm so super busy. It's all going well, but yeah, I've still got a lot to do. Oh my God, take a sip of tea for every time I say something like that. Uno Hiro says, could you do femboys, which are feminine males, next? For research purposes only. Yeah, we could. Oh, do you know what? I think there's something about... Isn't it like an online Rule 34 kind of thing? When Link cross-dresses as a Gerudo girl or something, isn't he like super feminine or something like that? Lazy Torres says, as in monster girls for waifu, I would go for the classics or something like the Myths and Legend. But yeah, that's just me for scary games. I'd say Silent Hill. Oh my God. Silent Hill. When I was at university, my friend bought up a PlayStation with Silent Hill. He was a bit of a wrong'un anyway. This was a guy who... What did he ran away from? When I say wrong, and I mean it. He's a nice guy now. He's a bit more settled. But when he was a kid, he ran away from home and he spent a night in a barn full of livestock. And then in the morning, he set fire to the barn. But like I say, he was my flatmate for a while. I locked my door. But he loved Silent Hill, and I was too scared. That even though it's a PlayStation 1 game with junky graphics, that game taught me to fear static and fear the sound of a bell ringing. So I could not touch it. And he used to come in my room and he would play the game and I would just watch him play it. And I'm watching another streamer currently picking up Silent Hill 2, but I don't know how much longer I'll watch it because I might give that game a go myself. But yeah, Silent Hill's really where it's at. I think the whole series kind of weakened out a bit and got a bit flushed through. And then they tried pumping out a load of games for PSP and it was just like, dude, no. However, yes, Silent Hill 1 and Silent Hill 2 are incredibly strong. Things to tackle if you like getting really messed up inside of your own head. Thank you very much. Anyway, sorry, what I was going to get at is you're saying the Monster Girl classics. So instead of like Monster Girls from current anime and manga, you're saying that I should do like a sexy Medusa and a sexy... who is the guy with one eye? Cyclops. And, oh my God, guys! Oh my God, guys, does anybody remember one of these Saturday matinee type videos? Guys, I've literally just had a flashback in my brain. Does anybody remember? I want to say it's like Sinbad or something. And guys, this is just a shout out to anybody who's closer to my age. I want to say it's like Sinbad, and it was like stop animation for all of the monsters, and they go and they fight a Cyclops, but the Cyclops turns out to be an okay kind of guy, and he's kind of more hanging out with them, and they have to fight a load of skeletons. But then there's this really fucked up bit, because there's this evil witch, and what does she do? She makes a wasp turn really large and she sends it to their boat and she turns into a seagull, right? She drinks the syrup. Guys, please tell me I'm not the only one. I don't want this to be a fever dream. She drinks some syrup and she turns into a seagull and then she flies back home, but there's not enough syrup, so she turns back into a human, but she still has a seagull's foot. Does anybody remember? I remember like when I was a kid watching this and that fucking terrified me. The idea of transforming into an animal but not transforming back human enough, and then you have like fucked up feet. Holy shit. God, I hope that really happens, because otherwise, this is just all evidence for me to get put in the home. Jesus. Anyway, what are we talking about? Doodled Roy 159 says, finally my time to shine. Excellent. From the Monster Girl Encyclopedia, I'd go with a mature version of Soldier Beetle battling for #1 Best Monster Girl. Soldier Beetle! Wow, I have no idea what that's like, but my juices are flowing. But for something crazier than a spider, yep, no spiders. Shoggoth, an eldritch god like Cthulhu. Oh shit. Monster Girl Shoggoth? Monster Girl Cthulhu? Oh my God. But I'm still confused by why you haven't changed the title to Rant with Mikey. I love your stuff, by the way. Come on, there's still some drawing technically happening. We can't turn this just into a rant. It's not a full-on podcast just yet. This is halfway between an art stream show and a podcast or something like that. Rant with Mikey is its unofficial titles. Dude, the idea of the idea of Beetle Girls is really curious because I don't think I've ever seen Beetle girls in like anime or manga. So yeah, dude, nice. Tai Duque says, I like how Overlord has a bug character that at first glance looks like a girl. It kind of reminds me of that old movie Mimic. Oh, that was back in the day of scary films. Mimic and Mothman and what was the one where the girl's an alien and she wants to have sex with everybody? Species! There we go. Also curious why Golden Kamuy isn't more popular. Think of third season for it was announced. Golden Kamuy. Golden Kamuy sounds like something from an existing 80s anime or manga that I've got rattling in the back of my head. Anyway, dude, again, guys, by the way, thank you so much for getting in the comment section and giving me all of these great suggestions. I'm adding all of these to one of my many, many endless lists. And again, wait, what was my question for you guys? Yeah, guys, talk to me about anime, manga, drawing questions or anything. But yeah, if you guys have any particular travel experiences, because I want to be Mr. Worldwide, but the drawing version. I want to travel around and see stuff before I'm dead. I don't want to travel around too much because I'm naturally a shut-in and I do like just living in my own room. But to a certain degree, we need some life balance. So if you know of some excellent holiday experiences or you've got some little bits of knowledge that's always worth checking in on, or bear in mind, I will be checking the comment section on my phone whilst I'm in Japan. So if any of you guys have been, and Kyoto, Osaka, Tokyo, maybe going up north as far as Sendai, maybe going over to the inland sea towards Kanazawa, maybe check out the gardens. Basically, if you know Japan and you know something, tell me all about it. Badude says, I never knew Ashens was so good at drawing. Oh, Badudes, you do charm me, good sir. You're naming Ashens. I'm not in the same league as that man, but we are all British gentlemen. I once, a while ago, I went to hang out with another YouTuber who's part of a British YouTube channel. I won't drop any names because I don't know any big people, but they're all like really nice people. And this guy is kind of part of the crew with like, shall I name some names? With some other British video game YouTubers who, do things like, hello you, and all that sort of stuff, and like part of Ashton's crowd. So it's very nice. Like the very, very few that I've met have been lovely people, but maybe I should wheedle my way in. The problem is when you do very spicy anime art, it does put a lot of people off, and I do accept that, and that's absolutely fine. But each to their own. Anyway, thank you very much for comparing me to Ashton. Holy shit. Dank Lulu says, to answer the question, both are from Monster Musume. Mia, a snake who's got good artwork, and Arachnea, the spooder. That one's all about the bondage. Dank Lulu. Oh, God. Should I just bite the bullet and face my fears and do... I don't know, I'm not feeling up to it just yet. And lives in the attic. Like, come on, it's thematic as fuck. Okay, the bondage thematic idea is actually very on point. I'm going to give you that. However, the idea of the whole spider lady thing is just actually... It's making water form in my mouth right now, like I'm about to be car sick. Total Magic says, hey Mikey, hello there Total. It's my first time writing on these episodes, as I often just lurk and listen to your ASMR British voice. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for popping your sweet self forward into the comments. But when you were talking about the League of Legends splash art 2 weeks ago, this is a repost, I had to ask you something. Have you ever heard of Keenan Lafferty? Yeah, I have indeed, dude. He's another art YouTuber on here. He does the KL show, right? He's awesome. He made most of the famous splash arts for Riot. Oh, no way, did he? I did not know that. Holy shit. And he's my biggest inspiration and the reason that I started drawing. I'm a no-lifer and I've played League of Legends since 2012. Awesome, dude. And the art is way better than the gameplay. Oh, shit. And you, Mikey, you made me start drawing anime titties and other good parts. Anyway, love you and love your videos. Total Magic, thank you so much for saying such lovely things. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for lurking away. And thank you very much for putting it on my radar. So, Keenan Lafferty did LOL splash art. Holy shit. Do you know what? I never double check these things. I'm just like, okay, they're a YouTuber. And it never occurs to me that they actually have a life and a career and stuff like that. I'll have to double check his channel. It's been a while since I've checked out his videos. Jessica Garcia says, do you have any advice on character design? I'm trying to make a character that's kind of mysterious, but I'm not sure how to. Also, action poses are a struggle for me as well. Also, fawn girls are cute. Fawn girls, part girl, part deer. Those deers are always sexy anyway. Edit, that's actually important. Thank you so much for the advice. Oh yeah, no worries. No worries, Jessica. It is a pleasure sharing. Remember, guys, like, I'm no high-end, hardcore professional artist. I mean, it is now my job. But, like, I'm not like an industry professional. I never wanted to work in that industry since, I've realized that I don't like working very hard. I just want to do what I want to do. But that being said, like, I'm learning along just like you guys. There's plenty I don't know and plenty that I'm trying to study and research and get better at. So if I hit a point where I think I understand something enough, I will try to make a tutorial out of it because I want you guys to know it as well. Obviously, there's loads of tutorials, there's loads of ways to learn, but I also want to be part of that flow. I want you to draw. I want you to try it. Guys, I'm just going off piste. Don't worry, guys. I'm still here in the room. I'm just having a really quick look at my bookshelf to grab something. Here we go. Okay, guys, thank you very much. So basically, Jessica, I've got a book here called, it's not mine, called, oh no, I didn't steal it, I'm just saying I didn't make it, called Beginner's Guide to Digital Painting in Photoshop Characters. It's by 3D Total Publishing, and I think it's done by Marsha Dalig and Will Murray. And basically, this is about obviously using Photoshop, but using Photoshop very particular to actually do character design. So it talks about semiotics, it talks about key things that are going to register, how poses dictate, body language dictates character, different ways to render and express these things, and how it's going to have a different effect to kind of sell the idea and the narrative behind your characters. So you might want to have a cheeky look at that book, get yourself on Amazon or something like that. Alverick Grimm says, my favourite species, but by the way, that's my way of saying I don't know too much about character design, but do watch a YouTube video by a guy called Super Eye Patch Wolf. And it's got a YouTube video called What Makes Good Character Design, or something very similar, which is also very much worth a look, because he gives you a very loose overview of the idea of semiotics and visual character design and how it tells a story, and it's a great starting point to kind of get your head in the right space to make things look really good. Alverick Grimm, says, my favourite species of monster girl would have to be octopus girls. Oh yeah, I like them too. I just find octopus and squids adorable. Slightly off topic, I'm not one, but I like furries. They just seem so huggable. Anything new with yourself? Alverick Grimm, does anybody remember this lovely, and obviously it's off the back of war, which is obviously horrific, and you know, blah blah blah, we went to war on a lie under Tony Blair and all that sort of stuff, and theoretically he should be charged as a war criminal, but then there's an argument to say we did still liberate a country, but we still kind of fucked it up, and now we're like, you know, 2 generations away from that, and now terrorists have all new names, but the thinking behind the whole process is still the same. Anyway, the world is fucked, is what I'm saying. However, there was like this super charming thing where a load of Syrian refugee children, I think from Syria, so do correct me if I'm wrong, but a load of Syrian refugee children got put up in this like hotel convention centre as a place to like house them, and they just happened to arrive at the same weekend there was a furry convention, so like the kids went wild. It was like the most fantastic thing they could happen to have seen, and that just actually, that warms my heart, because bear in mind, like, I do love poking fun. If you understand that I'm poking fun because I like poking fun, I'm not actually trying to shit on anybody's lifestyle. If you're not harming somebody and you enjoy something, be happy, right? Life's too short. So if you're furry, don't worry about it. No judgment around here. It's always a safe space. But I had my first go at drawing some furry fan art for the bunny, Score Bunny from Pokemon. A while ago, we did it on a live stream for a laugh. And I remember like titling it something like, you know, oh, it's my first ever go at furry. So I think I'm going to go straight to hell, maybe? Something like that. But it was really well received. So we're probably going to draw some more furry characters in the future. They're kind of monsters anyway, right? Let me just blow my nose. Excuse me, guys. I don't know why I've still got the very, very last of the sniffles. I rarely get ill. But when I do, I get better, like, you know, in a normal amount of time, like anybody else. But for some reason, my nose runs for weeks and weeks afterwards. It's so weird. Arian Deathstone. Oh, by the way, anything new with me? Alverick, I'm probably in Japan. What's new with you, bruv? Arian Deathstone says, hey, Mikey. I'm sorry about my last comment, but you seem to have skipped some parts in it. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I requested that you do a tutorial on flat hands, like in a crawling position, or pressed against a wall. Okay, dude, yeah. Also, the second part of me drawing my own smut was just me trying to get you to laugh. It probably worked. I'm not the type to do that, aren't you? But I totally get what you said about the work that goes into the art. I'm a little disappointed that you didn't laugh. Oh, I didn't laugh! But I take no offence in the lecture. Oh, no, did I take it super seriously and give... Oh, yeah, no. I'll tell you what. It's because I do get asked that question a lot, so I always just default to my same ramble about how it's hard work and you don't get turned on about it. I'm so sorry if I went into my default ramble, RM. But dude, thank you very much for bringing it out. It's still a valid question, but yeah, I've just got this one repeated answer for it. Indra Does Sketch says, doing A2 from Nier whilst watching this. Oh, fantastic. It's really relaxing to hear DWM whilst I'm doing some sketching. I want to recommend Psycho Pass. It's an anime. Hey, is that the one with a gun? That doesn't narrow it down. Is that the one which has a gun which registers how calm you are or something, or how likely you are to be a nut job, and then it will shoot you if you seem crazy or something? Wait, am I confused with something else? Anyway, Psycho Pass, Season 1 and 2, and the movie. Lately I enjoy Season 1 and the movie, and it's really good, but for the movie I would recommend looking at the English Eradication Edition. Hey, we need more English, where it basically, it fixes dubbing problems. Oh my god, I thought it was like a pogrom against the Queen's good people. It's a whole jumbled mess, but look it up on how to dub solve Psycho Pass movie problem. Oh my god, interest. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy your entire comment and look it up later. Thank you very much, Indra. Yeah. Okay, Psycho Pass is a recommendation. We've got options. And also, her name is Shinobu Kochou, or Shinobu Kochou. Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much. I probably got it wrong again. Anyway, here we are drawing her again on screen. So I hope you get another eye full of good stuff. Oh my god. No, I'm not going to go on another rant. You guys know my opinions. Dry Grapes says, Lamias are not waifu material. Mia scares me. She always tries to strangle you with her overbearing personality. Oh yeah, and also her tail. Lamia, what's a Lamia? Guys, so I do not know all these guys. You guys have such Monster Girl knowledge. It's fantastic. I do not know all of these different terms for Monster Girls. Which one's a Lamia? A Lamia is a woman who became a child-eating monster after her children were destroyed by Hera. Oh, cool. Oh, it's Snake Girl. I think it's a Snake Girl. There's a really weird, because I've just looked up Lamia, not Lamia in anime. Let's try Lamia anime. Yep, it's a Snake Girl. Okay. Fantastic. I'm not put off by Snake Girls at all, because I grew up reading June, and you haven't lived until you've seen Leto II, God Emperor of June, who's part person, part sandworm. So that's a pretty difficult wank, I'm not going to lie. Ryu Shinku says, Mikey, my man. Hello there, Ryu, how you doing? If you want some high quality, thick monster waifus, I recommend the manga Elf-san wa Yaseranai, or the English, plus-sized elf. Oh, guys, there's a plus-sized sword fighting character in my manga in my head. Oh my god, I've shared too much. It's got all of your waifu needs. Elves, ogre, dogs, girls, demons, and dragons. The artist also does doujins under the pen name Mephonium. Ryu Shinku. God, why do I feel like none of this is safe for work? I don't know if I want to Google any of that right now, but I will definitely have a look in good time. Ooh, extra thick, plus-size elves. You have my attention. Creepypasta Queen 167 says, a Monster Girl character that I had an idea for that you could draw is a Phoenix Harpy. Oh, did you come up with that yourself? So obviously I know what a Harpy is, but I've never in my head thought up an idea about a Phoenix Harpy. Hey, I really like that. That's awesome. Okay, thank you very much. Also, a game you should play is called Sally Face. It's interesting. Oh, I was going to say if it's that one that recently came out, but I'm thinking of Little Misfortune. Sally Face. Thank you very much, guys. Slade Zander says, in March I couldn't draw for Jack, and after finding Mikey I've been improving quickly. Great videos, keep it up. Slade Zander. Hey, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. It's always nice. Excuse me, I'm just jumbling about my chair. It's always nice getting those little pick-me-ups. Dude, thank you so much for that comment. And Nathan's Ando says, hey Mike, hello there Nathan's. I hope you're having a good day. I'm having an alright day myself. I'm just in class with Art Block. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. You should react to a review to a movie called Signs. It stars Joaquin Phoenix and Mel Gibson. Nathan's Ando. I know Signs. So this is a thing. I know a lot of people put Signs. So basically, guys, Signs is one of the films by, who's the guy who did The Thing? You know, he did Avatar: The Last Airbender, Avatar: The Apology, and he did Sixth Sense. Oh my god, why can't I remember his name? Anyway, guys, you all know who I'm talking about. The director behind Sixth Sense. He did Sixth Sense, and everybody went, wow, this is amazing. And then he did Unbreakable, and everybody went, wow, this is amazing. And then he did Signs, and some people think Signs is a great film, and some people think Signs is part of his not-so-good repertoire. I think Signs is a great film. I think Signs is a very well put-together film that really does well to kind of express how, like, the family kind of works together, and I think it tells you so much information in every scene that reads really, really well. I think Signs is great. Anyway, so Nathan's, I'll just give you my summary right now. I think Signs is a really fucking good movie. However, maybe I could do a crammed series for Signs. I mostly do crammed stuff when there's another thing coming out. Guys, we need to do Star Wars crammed, by the way, as well. Yeah, let's see. Anyway, Nathan, thank you very much. But no, I like Signs very much. God damn it, why can't I remember his name? I know some of you guys are at home saying his name right now. You know that director, that guy. The guy who did Unbreakable. The guy who did Split. That guy. The guy. What was the film? What was the film with the trees and the bushes? Sorry, I've just realised out of context that's not enough information to go on. What was that film that had trees and bushes in it? I mean the film where the trees and bushes were out to get you. But not like creeping, it was really passive. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. Okay, I'll never know. The Happening! No, wait, what's the name? Okay, just somebody tell me the name of the director, I'm so sorry. Sorry guys, I think I just shouted down the microphone, I'm still trying to get that. Noxy Blackwing says, here are my favourite anime girls. Octomade, Slime, Ghost. Alurain? I've never heard of this. Let's Google this. Alurain? Oh, a plant girl. Ooh, very interesting. Okay, bit like a Triffid lady. Demon, Fawn, and Oni. Thank you very much for the suggestions and the breakdown, Noxy. I also love the mishmashed ones with multiple eyes and tummy mouths and long tongues and stuff. It sounds a bit too creepy. I want to make like, a kind of semi-sexy monster girl, not a full-on creepo. But dude, thank you. Oh, and cute banshees as well. Ooh, okay. Oh, Wendigos, banshees, kelpies, laches. Oh my god, I'm just going to copy the rest of your comments a bit longer than I thought. Let me get all of it. Nice. Thank you. Cybersetkin says, Nihon ni yokozo, or welcome to Japan. Some rustic areas were hit hard, but much of Japan is still in good shape. I'm glad, guys. I'm glad that typhoon didn't ruin anything. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to going right now at the time of recording, and I actually need to get this rendered ASAP so I can pack my bags. But in terms of you listening to it, yeah, I'm looking forward to the presence of being there. Kurobi says, ooh, a tablet. Perfect birthday gift for me. Guys, well, I hope you joined us on the tablet giveaway we had last Sunday. It was great. I will be doing more tablet giveaways in the future. I might as well do another one next month on Twitch. Seeing as so many people subscribed on Twitch for that giveaway, thank you so much for the support. I feel obliged to do another tablet giveaway, basically, for all of us subs, so we'll do another one next month. John Coy Stevenson says, come on, Mikey, for saying that you're drinking the Queen's tea, the only ones that should be doing that for the hot monsters are the classics. Oh, I see. Okay, I think I understood where that... I think I understood where that comment's going. Anyway, the classics. So this is the second comment that's saying, do the classic ones. Frankenstein, Werewolf, Dracula... I love it. Oh, so when I was trying to think of classics, and I was like, what are the Greek classical monsters? Kronos, the Titans, Medusa. But by classics, you mean Frankenstein, Werewolf, Dracula, and so on. There's a mummy as well. The Invisible Lady, the Invisible Waifu. Yeah, we've got lots. Basically, the Hammer horror stuff from Universal. One for you as well one for you seeing as you're going to Japan soon. A two-mouthed woman yokai is a Japanese monster. Oh, is that the one where the woman has the mouth on the front of her head? But if she doesn't eat enough food, she gets a mouth on the back of her head? Is that a thing? Or wait, guys, are you talking about the, So wait, obviously, guys, you remember The Ring? The Ring was The Ring, and then Ju-on, The Grudge came out as well. And I think it's Ju-on where there's a monster, I don't even want to think about it, because it's going to mean that when I go to the toilet tonight, I'm going to have to turn the lights on just to go to the bathroom, even though I'm a grown adult in his mid-30s. Basically, I think it's a lady and she watches you from across the road and she has a mouth for a mouth. So horrifying. But she also has mouths where her eyes should be and they all like open up really weirdly. And like when you when you answer the phone, she's like... and all that kind of stuff. It's like super creepo. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, I've just freaked myself out. Yeah, super scary Japanese monster girls. How much of this do I really want to research before I just can't sleep? I have no idea. Ethan Dragon says, your art in my eyes is amazing. Hey, thank you very much, Ethan. You've got to take a look at it before YouTube age restricts it and wipes it from their servers. You know what they're like. And Akramade says, anime stroke manga recommendation. History's strongest disciple, Kenichi. Hey, I know this one. It's such a great and underrated series. I've been rereading it lately, and I've realised how much of a shame it is that the anime ended after only the first arc of the manga. Yeah, I really liked reading that manga. I haven't read that manga very, very far, but I really enjoyed it as well, because I do quite like my martial arts. So I've read it as far as he trains with the guy who is the really smart Aikido fighter who has him flip the stones. And oh yeah, and he trains with the Thai boxing guy, but the Thai boxing guy is not very good at holding back and like his life keeps escaping his body. Yeah, oh hey Akramade, thank you so much for mentioning History's Strongest Disciple. Because I was really enjoying reading that manga and then I just kind of stopped because I had other things to do and I never picked it back up. But I remember that being really fun to read. Yeah, nice one, dude. I will check it out. It is a martial arts manga. Great story. Tons of characters that are just instantly likable. Yeah, Absolutely. And lots of fan service. Oh yeah, I think he gets into fighting because he's following a hottie, right? But yeah, dude. Good shout. Good shout, good man. Guys, when I go to Japan, one of the things that I want to do is buy a load of cheap second-hand manga from Book Off, and I'll put it back onto, stick it in a box and I'll ship it back home. And I really want to just buy as much of One Punch Man as I can, just because I've really enjoyed that online. So I want to, buy the manga to back it up. And a few other bits. I need to get a few more volumes of Hunter x Hunter and fill a few gaps here and there in my collection. But, and this is really terrible, it's been about 10 years since I used to be okay at reading Japanese, and every year I've gotten worse and worse. And I'm pretty sure I just cannot read any Japanese anymore. It's terrifying. So I'm going to be learning a lot of Japanese again to be going to next year. Following my quick stay out there that I'm doing right now, just so that we're going to pick things back up, just so that I can actually read all this cheap manga. This is going to be my retirement, guys. I'm going to learn Japanese until I'm super old, and then once my reading and writing levels are nice and high, I'm going to retire, and I'm just going to read all the manga that I've got in Japanese, and I'll be a happy man. Tanya Romaine says, you should definitely do an eyebrow tutorial. I know there are different ways to draw eyebrows, and I usually just draw lines for eyebrows. Hey, yeah, we can dive into that as well. That will probably be less of an anime style tutorial and more of an illustration style tutorial, because there are a lot of interesting shapes and things that you can do with eyebrows and eyebrows characters. Fomud says, I've been practicing drawing Worgen from World of Warcraft. The head is still difficult to get right. I don't know who Worgen is. However, I am currently taking all of your World of Warcraft waifus. Oh, she's not a waifu. She's a big wolf person. How powerful of a Worgen? Okay, fantastic. I mean, that still counts if there's a lady version. But yeah, definitely taking World of Warcraft waifu suggestions as well. Thank you, Fomud. And Completely Casey says, you have a bunch of pretty good insect-based monster girls. Moth girls are damn cute. Oh my god, so there's more than just the beetle ones. Oh my god, thank you so much, guys, for giving me this information. Oh my god, I've just gone back. Sorry, guys. I accidentally clicked wrong again and had to just come back to this video. Shit. Wait, how far down? How far down was I scrolling? Let's go a bit further. Oh wait, way further than that. Just got to the KG guys. I'm so sorry. I just bamboozled myself really quickly. Okay, great. And Mikey, if you play Home Sweet Home, it's the inspiration for Resident Evil. Home Sweet Home is the inspiration for Resident Evil. I'm just typing out of a comment really quickly. Home Sweet Home. How old is it then? Because Resident Evil came out in what? I want to say 1996? Home Sweet Home, if you Google it, it doesn't give you a video game. Of course it was. Game. Oh, this is a relatively modern, up-to-date game. Oh, this looks creepy. Hey, I'm up for it. Hey, this looks really good. Okay, so what you're telling me is Home Sweet Home was the inspiration for Resident Evil 7, but not the Resident Evil series. Okay, great. Yeah, okay, dude, Mongchi, thank you very much. Okay, let me just go back to your comment. Let me copy that. Let me put it in. Guys, we are still in a little bit of time for just a few more of you guys. Are You Mad says, I just look up the Monster Girl Encyclopedia, and behold its lewd glory. It is a bible of monster girls and lewdness. My favorites are Demon, Kraken, Ren Zhong Mao? What? White, Lilim, and several others. Just so many gorgeous monster girls to see. Why are monster girls so perfect? Because the monster is only on the outside. Oh, God. Monster Girl Encyclopedia. So I've already got that copied because somebody mentioned that earlier, but I'm going to Google it right now. Monster Girl Encyclopedia, Volume 1 by Kenko Cross. Wait, is this a manga? Or is it... excuse me. Or is it literally an encyclopedia? Images. Oh my god, I think it might be an actual encyclopedia. Holy shit, the artwork. Wow. Guys, I am getting an eyeful right now. Holy shit. Okay, great suggestion. Okay, definitely leaving that tab. Thank you so much, guys. I'll leave that tab open. Guys, remember, tell me about your wholesome favourite holidays and lovely places and things to do if you ever go on holiday and visit stuff. I will be touring around America, touring around Asia, going Australia, New Zealand, stuff like that. Next year is going to be a super interesting year. I might not get it all done next year, but Mikey on tour is happening to at least a minimal degree, so do tell me about the lovely things. However, also tell me about, the good waifus, good scary or indie video games, good anime and manga. I want to know it all. Or anything else that you're up to that's, worth to you personally. It's probably worth sharing with your good friend Mikey. Ms. Dark says Gorgon from the Fate series. She's coming to the screen fairly soon in Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia. Wait, I've never heard that's a film or an anime coming out. Gorgon, I will save it. And Extreme Droid says, how to rotate the elbow with respect to rotation of the hand and shoulder. Yes, that is definitely worth doing as a tutorial, because the two bones in your arm, they kind of, depending on which way round you have your forearm up, they actually kind of rotate over each other. If you just sit with your main part of your arm down by your side and your forearm out in front of you, if your hand's down versus your hands up, those bones spin all the way around. Yeah, that's definitely worth covering. So guys, I think that's about it. Oh, the Grimwood Girls from Scooby-Doo are popular waifus. Bancho King, I love that that's an out-of-the-box left-field example. I'm also going to keep that as well. But other than that, guys, I must say thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Get yourself in the comment section. With any luck, I'll be reading it next time around. And take care.
Mikey, mega, oh baby, give me